So hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Atira and I do make videos on cabin crew lifestyle as well as I do help candidates land in their dream job. So today we are going to discuss a crucial thing in your interview. One crucial question that can make or break your interview, which is your self-introduction. Irrespective of which airline you're trying, self-introduction is very important because in all the interviews you have to have a good self-introduction handy for your interview. So we are going to learn how to make a good self-introduction today, a winning self-introduction, I must say. So stay with me till the end. So I am going to give you that step-by-step guide so you can also make a winning self-introduction for yourself. So before understanding how you can make a good self-introduction, we must understand why most of the self-introductions are bad and they're costing you your selection. So the self-introductions are bad because of one of the reasons. Because many of you must be just mugging up things, or you're just copying from someone. Like there are a lot of videos online, you go, you see them, there are people discussing about your journey of becoming a cabin crew. They're telling them this is the self-introduction that I gave and because of this I got selected. There is no harm in watching any of these videos, but what I'm saying is like get points from them and make your own self-introduction instead of copying that. If you're just copying that, then you will not be getting succeeded in your interview. Or another thing is you're just sounding like the other person who just gave the self-introduction. So airlines actually get thousands and thousands of applicants. So how they select you? Only if you stand out in the crowd. If your self-introduction is just like the other person, then you're not standing out. Obviously, you will not get selected. And then most of you wonder, why didn't they select me? Where did I go wrong? So you went wrong exactly because you were sounding just like the other person who just delivered their self-introduction and you were not standing out in the crowd. That is the very reason that they didn't find you any special, they didn't hire you. So we are going to address the same thing over here in this video. So just listen to me. Good morning, my name is Atira and I have done my graduation and I have my hobbies. My hobbies are, I like singing, I also like making videos and all. And the next one. Good morning, everyone. My name is Atira Rajendran and I'm a graduate and I believe cabin crew's role is not just service. It is all about making the people valued. How did it sound? They're just the same person, the same Atira, the same background, the same education, but one will get hired and one will not. Why? One person was telling all about her passion, her skills, this, that, and all. The other person was telling, like, I am this person so passionate about aviation, and this is the reason why you should hire. One is telling about themselves, other person is giving a reason why you should hire me. So they will only hire a person who answers this question, who is telling them this are the reason that you must hire me. So that is the exact reason why the second person get hired and the first person doesn't. Now a good self-introduction must have these components that I'm going to list. It should tell who you are, your name and your basic details, and then what kind of a person you are. And then tell what are you passionate about aviation, why you choose aviation, and then why this company in particular that you choose. And then you close your self-introduction. That is enough. Good 60 seconds of self-introduction is more than enough. 60 to 90 seconds of self-introduction is more than enough. Shouldn't be too lengthy as well, because in the first 10 seconds only they will make an impression about you. So there is no point in making a lengthy one. Make a concise and a good winning self-introduction which is having all these components. And whenever you're delivering your self-introduction, make sure always smile. Smile is actually a great tool or an accessory, I will say, in your cabin crew job. Not only in the interview, the whole career. If you're stepping your career as a cabin crew, you're entering your career as a cabin crew, in your whole career, this is going to be your best tool. Because whenever the guest comes on board, if you're greeting them with a warm smile, half of the job is done over there only. Some may be sulking when they come in, and when you greet them, they will not look at you, this, that, and all. But when you do the service, if you again smile at them, then they will be having a light smile in the face, they loosen up and all. So a lot of battles will be won for you with just having a good smile. So that is a great accessory or a tool to have right from the beginning. The next thing is like always when you talk, you have to keep an eye contact. because that ensures trust. And moreover, your English, what matters is your confidence. Even if you are lacking in your communication skills, if you're delivering that in a very confident manner, there is a high chance that you still get hired. Also, it's not the content that matters, it is how you deliver it is what matters. So now I am giving a self-introduction, my self-introduction basically. But most of you guys always tell in all my videos, I give my self-introduction and I give a perspective from an experience coming to. I try to do the other way also, but more demands are for a fresher aspect. So I am going to give you a complete fresher self-introduction. If I were to start again, if I were to start from day one, if I'm attending my interview again as a complete fresher, how I'm going to give my self-introduction. All right. So my name is Atira Rajendran and I am a confident and people-oriented person who love interacting with people who come from different walks of life. I'm passionate about aviation because it gives me an opportunity to interact and welcome a lot of people from different walks of life, interact with them and make a connection with them. I love this airline because of the reason that they are having a modern approach as well as a warm hospitality. It is indeed a great honor to represent such an airline. And thank you so much for the opportunity. So this is it, nothing much, nothing so huge or nothing lengthy, and you not necessarily include your hobbies or your strengths or your weakness. Just tell what is the most key thing that is relevant to your cabin crew job. People oriented, service oriented, you are a confident person, all these things. Pick one or two, include, and then why this airline and why in aviation, why aviation in particular. If you are answering all these questions, you are basically telling them, I am this kind of a person, I am well suited for this job. You're giving them a reason why they should hire you. If you're able to convey this to your recruiter, then they will definitely hire you. So basically what are you telling over here is like your passion is aviation and this job, your passion and the job overlaps. The key roles of your jobs overlap. That is a welcome thing. People enjoy what are they passionate about. Just like this ikigai, you know. Ikigai, the concept I hope you must be aware about. It is a Japanese concept. So ikigai basically is finding the reason for you to leave. Where it says like, you know, you have to choose a job which kind of like, which you love, which you enjoy doing, which you're passionate about, plus it is giving you money and it gives you a flow. Flow is something like, you know, it happens sometimes you're doing something and suddenly you realize like a lot of time have passed, you didn't even keep the track of time. So that kind of thing is flow. And now mostly we people get flow in watching web series and all, K-dramas, right? So you start episode 1 and by the time episode 10, you don't even know that this much time have passed. And suddenly your stomach start growling and then you understand like, oh my God, it is already night and I didn't even have anything. So that is a kind of flow. That is what is called a flow. But you can't choose it as a career. If you can get a flow or achieve a flow in something that somebody is paying you, that will be the best job for you. Unfortunately, nobody will pay you for watching K-drama. So you can't choose it as a profession. So that is it. If you can achieve flow in something that you do and it is paying you, that is a profession that you should pursue. That is what Ikigai says. Now I have told you what your self-introduction should look like and what are the components that you should have. You take a paper and just answer the questions that I gave you. You should tell who you are, your name, what kind of a person you are, get 1-2 traits from your personality that you feel is relevant to cabin crew job. And then you say why you're choosing aviation, why you're passionate about aviation, and then tell them why in particular you like this airline. So these 4 questions, you write it down, what are your specific things, and then you make it into your perfect self-introduction that you can win a lot of interviews. So don't copy it blindly. See a lot of videos. There is no problem in that. Get as much information that you can get. But I always advise you make your own self-introduction with your strength, your passion. Because if you're being authentic, that will definitely stand out. Being authentic is one such trait that always stands out. All right. So that is all about the video. If you did like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. And we are just continuing with the series. And next, I will be telling you another question that is important to your cabin crew interview. So thank you guys. Bye-bye and take care.